There we go. We are live on Twitch. Unfortunately, TikTok is having some issues right now with their with the restream, so we're able to do TikTok tonight, but that's okay. We'll have it fixed before too long. But we're glad to have everybody here for our holiday season one, where our Christmas adventurers here are going to be saving Santa Claus from Krampus. So without further ado, I'm gonna get my stuff moved to where I need it for a second. There we go. And I'm going to get my script brought up because I wrote a script.
I'm always better at following scripts for D&D than I am for like professional presentations. I go way more off script on those.
Yeah, well, because you got to have flair. You got to have the dramatic. I already wrote the dramatic into this.
Good.
So we're good. All right. It is Christmas Eve, 4 hours until sleigh launch. All across the North Pole, the workshop hums like a well-oiled candy cane machine. Ground control has finished prepping the launch pad, and gift teams 1 and 2 are loading Santa's magical toy bag. Everything is running perfectly, almost suspiciously perfectly. You, Santa's elite security team, stand outside the big man's study door. Orders are clear. No one in or out except for Mrs. Claus and the hot cocoa elves. Inside, Santa is making his list and checking it twice, one last time. You are all on high alert when a hot cocoa elf trots down the hallway carrying a silver tray of mugs. Nothing unusual. Give the elf the nod to enter, and he does. Suddenly, the air gets quiet. Inside the room, you hear the elf say, "Special delivery," and then the world explodes. A blast of heat and force tears through the workshop. Tools fly, papers scatter, and the door nearly comes off of its hinges. You rush inside, weapons drawn. Santa is slumped up against the far wall, dazed. Once where the Cocoa Elf stood, now stands a towering figure, nearly 10 foot tall. Red skin like burning coal, cloven hooves stamping scorch marks onto the floor, a 4-foot tail ending in a jagged metal spike. Fur covers its shoulders and head. Curled horns begin to scrape the ceiling. You know this creature. It's Krampus. He throws back his head and laughs, a horrible rattling sound like chains dragging across tombstones. And I have got some fun little setup. Here we go.
Oh, dear Saint Nick, for centuries you've handed out gifts, spreading joy, giving magic to children. Bah! A farce, I say. Coal for the naughty, laughable. Children must fear Christmas. They must cower before me. Their terror will fuel my magic and usher in a new era. The reign of Krampus!
So, keep our battle music going here. Before you are able to react, Krampus lunges. He grabs Santa by the coat collar and smashes through the enormous window in a spray of glass and snow. The two figures vanish into the howling winter night. Behind you, chaos erupts. Fires ignite along the wooden train assembly line. Dark magic pulses like black lightning, animating nutcrackers that turn on elves with snapping jaws and swinging axes. You see Joy, the head elf of the factory, desperately ushering workers towards safety. She spots you through the smoke. "Help! Please, they're attacking everyone!" And we will now roll to see who's going to go first. This style of combat is going to be a little different to begin with. You guys will turn this to 1 real quick so I can hear myself think. You guys are going to just roll off whoever gets the highest on a d20, add your initiative, and I'll show you guys how combat's going to work. So go ahead, give her a roll.
All right. So this is an initiative roll, though?
Yep.
Sweet. Right. 24.
23.
It's like not working. Okay, 15.
All right, perfect. All right, so we're going to be starting with Jacques. Jacques, as you and your friends rush into the main workshop, you see these monstrous nutcrackers begin to come off of the assembly line, chomping and gnashing their teeth, cracking elf arms between them, swinging axes and blades. You come face to face with one of them. What do you do?
Mon Dieu! We must save Santa! And then I'm going to try and shoot this dude in the mouth.
Okay, give me a shot.
Jam that in the cracker. Let's see. 27 to hit.
27 will hit. Roll the damage.
All right. Yikes. All right. Well, that's that much, and then I guess I don't get sneak attack from this. So that would be how much? I have too many modifiers, and now I'm forgetting them. 27 points of damage.
27 points of damage. That'll do it. Tell me how you blow the head off of this nutcracker.
I fire one shot to like pin the nutcracker, the jaw shut, and then I take another shot and just like blow its head off, basically, send it spiraling out.
A flying whirlwind of splinters and little cotton beards go off in the air. As this nutcracker falls to the ground, the dark magic energy that Krampus has infused into this creature disperses off. Then we're going to come up next to Mac.
Mac, being the elf he is, his coat, like his red, like elf coat, is open, revealing a white wife beater underneath it. He does have a small scar, like right above his eyebrow, as he goes, "This is my 3,000th year. I was just about to be done with this and go on retirement," and pull out his Nerf gun. And I'm going to roll to hit, and I'm going to, right off the bat, pop a grit point to where is it? No. Make it a violent shot right from the get-go.
Okay.
So we're gonna roll a hit. That is a 22 for the first shot. I'm just gonna roll my attacks. The first one's violent. Actually, let me roll the damage, because violent shot adds 1 additional weapon damage die. So roll that. Plus another d10. That is 19 damage on the first shot.
Okay. The first shot, you point off your Nerf gun into the distance. Another nutcracker begins to approach an elf at the little Sally Susie doll assembly line. As it raises its axe to chop the elf in half, your shot blisters through the side of the head of the nutcracker as it falls to the ground.
And I get my grit point back.
Yep.
Because I vanquished him, and I take my second shot. I'm just going to make another violent shot at the next one, and I rolled a 29 to hit.
Nice.
All right, that'll hit.
And that is another 22 damage for my second shot.
Another shot rings out. This one seems to ricochet, boom, off of the banister, boom, off of the pylon, boom, straight into the back of a head of another nutcracker. This nutcracker falls forward in a pile of splinters. Head exploded.
And for my third shot, I got that grit point back again. I'm just going to do it a third time. A violent shot. That is a 19 to hit. That was
19 will hit another
roll.
one.
Holy Moses. All right. That is This one might not actually vanquish anyone, but we're going to try. That is 18 total damage.
Nice.
18 total damage will kill another one of these. These are These are just little wooden toy soldiers. Another shot rings off. Boom! Another pile of splinters lay across the ground. That'll be Mac's go.
One more bonus
one more.
action. Bonus action. I'm going to just full on John Wick. The little 6-round Nerf mag flies out, but the other one slaps it, and that lovely plastic chunking sound. I'm just reloading now while I have a chance.
The plastic thunk thunk goes off. All of you know the sound of Mac's sidearm. This Nerf gun specially crafted for him by Santa. Then we're going to go to Sally Snowballs.
Bit of an overkill there. Okay. And she's going to run up to one and just shock and grasp its face.
Okay.
They changed their interface on this. That's a 15.
15 will hit.
Yay. And it takes 16 points of lightning damage.
16 points will do it. As you press your palm into the face of this nutcracker and let loose the cackling lightning, you burn it to a pile of cinders onto the ground. Slowly, you all begin to work your way through these nutcrackers. Mac firing off his Nerf gun. Jock coming in with his candy cane daggers, slicing and dicing them. And Sally coming in with her magic, sizzling them to match. Everything slowly begins to get quiet. The floor rumbles. Through the floor of the workshop erupts out of the ground a nutcracker golem. It seems to be pieced together with all of the littering laying about piles of splinters. This amalgamation of nutcrackers rises before the three of them. And we'll go with the nutcracker first. This nutcracker is going to take a swipe at all three of them. It is a cleave attack of sorts, so it will hit all three of you. Where's my dice? Oh my god. All right, it misses on the first one.
Yay.
Does a dirty 20 will hit you guys, won't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Dirty 20 is going to hit all. Will that max
Sally,
everybody's AC?
What's your Sally? What's your AC? Sorry.
18.
Okay. Since Sally is our probably squishiest person, being the wizard, I'm going to use a reaction and use combat inspiration defense. When a creature is hit by an attack roll, I can give them bardic inspiration to add that to their thing.
Okay.
So you can add a D8 to your AC to potentially make the attack miss, Sally.
It still hits. I rolled a 1.
Oh my god.
No good.
Killing me.
All three of you are swiped by this golem. This is not going to be a small amount of damage.
Mhm.
So hold on a second. All of you are going to take 25 bludgeoning damage. And then it'll go back to the top of the order with Jock.
All right. I am going to check my self-reference note that I made earlier. Okay, cool. This is going to be... We're not worrying too much about maps right now, are we?
Nope.
Okay.
This is
Then
all combat in front of you, Final Fantasy style.
Okay, sweet. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the thing, and then attack it a bunch. So I'm going to send out 2 attacks. Oh, it's not letting me roll, so I'm going to be doing this on my physical dice. 16 plus 13, 29, and 6 plus 13, 19.
19 will just hit.
Sweet. Oh, actually, I'm going to re-roll that first attack because I have Zephyr Strike to see if I can crit instead. I cannot. So those attacks.
Did you really just say a 19 barely hits?
19 barely hit.
Oh dear God, help us.
I am doing so well on my damage today. That is 2 shots for 27 points of damage each. And then the Zephyr Strike one deals an extra 1d8. So one of those deals an extra 3 points of force damage.
Okay, so 30, 57, plus what now?
It was 27, 27, 54, 57. And then I'm checking one more thing because I forgot about one of my other features. Because that might have additional stuff in it. Okay, it doesn't matter then. Wait, no, that's not true. Okay, I'm going to save that though. Sorry, 57.
57?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Tell me how you want to do some of this damage here.
As it's kind of erupting out, I'm basically trying to like pick apart areas of weakness, like damaging it as it's forming and setting itself up on the battlefield. So basically aiming at like joints and weak points and like shooting out these little candy cane bolts at it, trying to pin it in place. So
Pop, pop, pop. The candy cane bolts ring out, sliding in between the joints of this giant golem as it rises before you. It screams out into the winter night. Mac, that's going to go to you.
Mac is going to look at this big thing and just go, I picked a hell of a day to give up candy canes, and just just start launching more, just no violent shots this time because I know I'm not going to kill this thing. I see that Jacques is doing his job, so I'm like, all right, cool. Just whittle this thing down. First attack, an 18 misses. I know that. Dirty 30, and third attack is also an 18. So I hit once.
Okay.
And that's going to be 15 damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of like, as a bonus action, I think this is the point where you see Mac as he bam, bam, and then the one hits, kind of glancing. He kind of goes, eh, and just pulls out. Yes, he is the one. This is his last Christmas. He's going to pull out a flask. Now, you all have seen this flask. It doesn't smell like whiskey. It smells like Vermont's finest private reserve syrup. And you see him just go and take a shot of it and put it back in his pocket and go, but I still got that. And I will have casted haste on myself. Do I get that next turn or this turn?
You used it as a bonus action.
Yep.
You get it.
Well, or would it be my full action? Because then I can wait till next turn to do it. It's drinking a potion, so I'll wait till
bonus action. Yeah.
All right, so
that'll work.
And I now have haste, but I will save it for next turn. So now you see his eyes like kind of like
he's sugar rush.
The sugar rush gets Matt as his eyes widen, and you hear the strange sound of a terrorist in a New York tower somewhere. Just a strange voice along the wind. That'll be it for Matt. That'll go back to Sally.
I'm gonna look at it and take out my evergreen staff of power, and I need it to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom?
Yes. As I try to paralyze it.
Gonna
DC
fail.
18.
Yes.
Okay. I cast Hold Monster, and it is paralyzed.
Fantastic.
nice.
All right.
You guys can do the work.
As Sally casts this magic off into the air, what is that? Does it leave behind any smell or a trace of Christmas cheer?
She's very Ice Queen-esque, and so most of her spells are very snowy. So you could say like a fresh snow. It looks like a shot of ice went out from her staff and like encrusted him to hold him in place.
Nice.
The winter winds leap from your staff, crusting over the Nutcracker golem. As it goes to swipe down upon you, it freezes mid-swipe as it is paralyzed. It comes to its turn. Can it make any saving throws on its turn?
At the end of its turn.
So it can't do anything, so it's going to be ending its turn. What's that saving throw again?
18 wisdom save.
18 wisdom. Ooh, my rolls are not good tonight, y'all. He is completely frozen in winter winds. That's going to go back up to Jacques.
Merde, Sally, that was close. I'm going to take. I'm actually going to keep shooting with the crossbow because I do better damage with that. But I just want to point out that my rapier's name is Candy Pane.
The puns are strong today. Good. I needed it.
But, well, do I have advantage because it's paralyzed?
You do have advantage because it is paralyzed.
Then I will not bother hiding. I'm just rolling to see if I crit. Because both of those were above 20. So those will hit, but no crits, unfortunately.
Don't you auto crit on paralyzed?
Oh, yes.
Oh. Okay. Well, we're not doing crunchy crits, though, are we?
They aren't too crunchy. You'll just you double your damage.
Yeah. Okay. Standard. Okay. And then I'm just going to have Google do this part for me because that's a lot of sneak attack.
Yeah, it is.
I'm just sad I only get it once per turn. Well, that's bad. So 31 points of damage on one attack, and then 26 on the other, for a total of 57.
Okay. And that was with the doubled crit?
Yeah.
Okay. This golem slowly, pieces of Nutcracker begin to fall off of it. Hats and beards and jaws begin to litter the ground around you. Mac, that goes to you.
All right. I'm going to, since now you're saying this shot is going to be a crit because it's paralyzed or only for our... Okay. So I'm going to definitely burn another grit point to do a violent shot.
Okay.
For my first one, and it's an auto crit, so I'm just going to roll crit damage. Roll. That was absolutely terrible.
Oh, no.
That's 13 damage on the first shot.
Okay.
And then, actually, no, sorry, 13 plus another d10, or 2d10 for a violent shot, right? Double all the dice. Plus another 13, so 26 on the first shot.
Okay.
And then my second shot, roll for crit fishing, and that's a nat 20 anyway on top of that. So I gain that grit point back. I'm just going to re-spend it on another violent shot. And so roll that. Base damage is 21 plus one violent shot max damage. So that's
Oh my god.
another 41 damage. Do I need to make my third one? Actually, technically 3 and 4. I am hasted.
You do not need to make your others. The Nutcracker begins to fall apart completely. Pieces litter the ground all around you, and finally, as it lets out one final wooden groan, it collapses to the ground. The winter winds that held it in place wash amongst all of you, and you feel a cold chill in the air. And you will come out of combat now.
Yay.
And I have to... All right. So, as you guys come out of combat, dust begins to settle. The last corrupted Nutcracker falls to the floor, ears spilling, Smoke settles. Joy rushes over to all of you, covered in soot. What happened? What was that monster?
It was Krampus trying to take over Santa's workshop. He doesn't want to hear the ho 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 anymore.
Joy's face begins to fall, and her hands slowly tremble. Santa, gone on Christmas Eve. How could this happen? Everybody in the room becomes solemn. Nobody knows what to do, and the three of you seem to have failed at your one sacred duty. Suddenly, a calm but powerful presence enters the room. The smoke parts as Mrs. Claus steps forward, her expression equal parts sorrow and steel. Listen well, all of you. Santa needs you. Christmas needs you. There is no time for despair. Krampus has taken him to his mountain lair, a festering fortress of ice and spite, and you are the only team capable of rescuing him tonight. She hands you all a set of ornate keys on a brass ring. A snowflake-shaped key seems to glow with warmth. This key is to the backup sleigh. Take it. Fly to the mountain. Save my husband and save Christmas itself. The workshop flickers with damaged lights. The elves watch you with hope and fear. Somewhere out there, Santa is in chains, and Krampus is preparing to unleash a holiday of terror. Your mission is clear. Rescue Santa, defeat Krampus, and save Christmas. Yay! All right, now we move on to chapter 2 of your journey. All of you load on to the backup sleigh with the backup team of reindeer. Jesse, Jordan, Jacob, Johnny, Michael, and Matt. And this team of 6 reindeer take off with you into the night sky. And you all begin to chant on Johnny, on Jacob, on Jimmy and James, and whatever your names may be, because we don't remember the backup reindeer. You cast them off all up into the sky. Your journey through the frozen night leads you to a jagged silhouette rising from the clouds. Mount Crum, a hostile dagger of black ice stabbing into the winter sky. Krampus's lair sits atop the peak, a cavern mouth glowing with sickly red light. Snow whips around you as the backup sleigh touches down onto the narrow landing shelf. And this is where everybody gets maps.
Yay.
Yeah.
Let me pull this up real quick.
Um,
Like, anyone got a health potion? That hurt.
Yeah, if you guys want to try to heal up on the way over, you can definitely make your healing now before we get started.
Is there enough time on this journey for a short rest?
I will say there is enough time for a short rest.
Sweet. And then right as we're getting ready to land, this is not a concentration spell. So I am going to upcast Longstrider.
Okay.
And all 3 of us get a speed increase by 10 feet for 1 hour.
Nice. All right, everybody, remember your speed increase as we move into the mountain. Anything else anybody wants to do?
Nothing else that I want to do, but my moving speed when we start combat is going to be close to 100 feet. So.
Okay. It's meant to be. You guys are elves. You're light and nimble on your feet. Moving through the snowy environment is nothing for you guys. So, anybody else? Sally, Mac?
Hold on.
May your feet carry you far.
I feel better.
I am definitely taking that little short rest. I'm almost back to full. The whole time on the ride, I think is just he's slow reloading, like putting darts back into the actual magazine, and like you see him have a candy cane in his mouth, and he just simply looks at the 2 of you and goes, Don't judge me. It's been a bad day. This is my last day. I'm going out on a high note. And he just has the candy cane in his mouth, but it's so cold that when he pulls out, he can and makes it look like he's actually smoking.
Do you have any for
And
sale?
then puts it right back in and goes, all right, so we're going up to this place. This looks pretty damn bad. So
Can I bum
yeah.
one off of you?
Sure. And I pop out. I think I have like one of those like old school, like the big box, like it barely fits in my pocket, like the big box of 12 candy canes, and I pass one over.
Nice.
Yes, Jason, bah
Yes.
humbugging is always a free action.
Sally, does Sally also need to partake of a candy cane for the stress
Oh no,
level?
she's the one judging them.
Sally judges the two of you as you smoke your candy canes into the night, the cold air whizzing past your face as you make your way to Mount Crumb. You step out onto the frost-crusted stone as you begin to approach the entrance. The ground is littered with torn wrapping papers, crushed toy boxes, and shattered gifts, stolen from children around the world. 5 figures seem to slump into view from behind this debris. Corrupted elves, twisted echoes of their former selves, their eyes glow ember red, their limbs stretched long and wrong, and jagged icicle teeth chatter hungrily. As you guys begin to approach, you are covered by some of this fallen foliage, trees that have been ripped from the ground that now lay on their sides. You are all small enough that you can easily hide behind these. So, before you approach, what would you guys like to do?
Well, first, I demand to make a stealth check because I am a rogue, so that I just have to do that anytime it's even feasibly possible.
Make a stealth check.
23.
23 it is. You're pretty stealthy. I will say that with Jock leading all of you, you were all, again, fairly stealthy. You can hide behind these trees. If you choose to sneak closer, Jock can make your roll for you all. But you see 5 of these corrupted Kringle elves guarding the entrance to Mount Crumb.
I
I
say
have
that is...
something where I might be able to just take out all 5 at once.
Okay.
By all means, dear.
I need to see something. You'd have to get me a bit closer.
How much closer?
60 feet?
Hmm.
60
You are-
is right about the stump there.
Yep, 60 foot would be to the next tree stump to this side. You would be within range if you could make it over here.
Here too. Either or.
You guys are right here.
Token browser. Sorry, I added my character image, so I'm just re-adding my token. Let me see if I have one thing that can help us sneak, but I'm trying to see if there's anything better.
And then, of course, if I fail, I need you both to cover my ass so I don't die.
Okay. How confident do you feel in your ability to be a sneaky little elf?
I'm not clanky.
Because I could make you even smaller than you are, or I could make it easier for you to sneak just by changing the way the snow is blowing around you.
Personally, I like the second one better because snow is always the correct answer.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do a cheeky little pass without trace. So 30 feet around me, we all gain a +10 to stealth checks.
Okay.
And then I will, and that's like the snow kind of blowing around us more thickly, just obscuring us from their vision. And then I'll, Mac, are you going to stay here or are you going to follow us? Are you going to take a different position?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and sneak around another way because if things go to sideways, I'll draw fire. All right.
Well, best of luck.
I do also have stealth, and because of stats, I roll mine flat as well. I don't roll disadvantage, even though I'm in technically chainmail armor.
That's one of the perks of being level 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Position your characters where you're going to position them for your main attack.
Do we need to roll additional stealth checks for the getting in position?
What is your...
All right.
You said you cast Pass Without Trace. That's an automatic what, plus 10?
So I'd be looking at a base modifier of plus 25 for my own stealth check.
No, if Sally is with you, then they don't see you.
Okay.
However,
All I
Mac
need to do.
will need to make one
Hold
because
on.
Mac is going off on his own. He does not have...
Oh, I'm just going right here in this tree stump because I am within range of everyone,
Okay.
and because I am lightly obscured as an elf. Mask of the Wild, attempt to hide even when you're only lightly obscured.
Nice.
So I'm going to roll my stealth check. That is a 23.
Perfect. You are good. All right.
I am a high dex build.
Krampus doesn't care. All right.
Yeah. He's gonna.
Mac sneaks off and hides in the torn up tree roots. Sally and Jock have snuck forward. Sally, what are you doing?
As soon as Jacques gets her to like a good position, she pops out and runs the now like 40 feet of movement that she has. And you see her start to cast a spell, and she disappears like the wind. And she can choose up to 5 creatures she can see within range and make a melee spell attack against each creature.
Oh my god.
And pop back out at the end of the 5 creatures here. So now I have to roll this 5 times.
Damn.
This is why I liked hiring the new person. I picked a good replacement.
I didn't do all of them. Okay, well, the first hit was a 21 hit.
First one hits.
Yeah, roll all of them.
Come again.
Second one's a 15.
Okay. Second one hits.
Third one's an 18.
Third one hit.
Fourth one's 22. I'll let you know if I get one below 15 on my last one. No, last one's a 26. So they all hit.
All of them hit. Fantastic. As you hit all of them, how much damage are you doing?
6d10 to each of them.
Oh my.
Holy shit!
I'm sorry.
On a hit, a target takes 6d10 of force damage. I told you I could probably take them all out in one. So they take 44 points damage as she pops out behind the last one.
What level spell is this?
This is called Steel Wind Strike. It is only a 5th level spell. So you see her pop out, run, disappear, pop up again, and like just blood.
Jesus.
I think at that point, Mac even stands up, puts another candy cane in his mouth, and goes, I think I hired a good new person. And puts it and starts walking towards the cave. Holy shit.
Sally has taken out all of these corrupted little elves. Hold on a minute. I have to remove them from the screen. She stands behind all of their bodies as they lay on the ground. Various wounds amongst them. One of them is decapitated. It is a bloody mess. Hold on.
They just, I mean, Japers Cats, Sally. Holy Moses.
Yeah.
Well, you got to overkill the nutcrackers. I wanted a bit of the action.
Listen, but I have to use a device to do it. You just do this.
Well, I use my knife. It's just magic.
Okay, fair point.
As Mac and Jacques begin to approach, if you guys will place your characters at the mouth of the cave as well.
There we go.
You are flanked on either side by mimics.
Okay.
They pop out of the wreckage of the presence. They're pretty small, but they pop out of the wreckage next to you, and they will take surprise attacks. The first one is going to be on Mac.
Let's see. Hold on. Features and traits. Did I take it?
I'm checking too. I don't think I did.
I was too busy gloating to notice this, so.
Oh.
Damn it, I did not.
Oh,
Matt?
they changed the alert feat, so that you no longer avoid being surprised.
Nope. Mac. That's why I put mimics in here.
Yeah.
Well played.
Is a 17 going to hit, Mac?
Yes, it is.
All right. You are going to take 11 points, 7 points of piercing, 4 of acid.
Okay. I can't do anything there.
Okay. Jacques, you. Does a 10 hit? I doubt it.
No. Yeah.
Now I can use my reaction with Sentinel for that.
Okay.
I get bit, or do I not get my reaction because I'm surprised?
Hang on a second. I read the DM's manual in my head, but I haven't read the 2024 one the way I have the 2014. No, you do not get your reaction on surprise.
Okay. So, all right. So never mind then, because I was about to shoot that thing in the face for free.
No, I am 99.9% sure that in 2024 they changed it.
Okay.
Okay. Now we will roll actual initiative.
$25.
21.
14.
Damn.
And that's me rolling a 4 on the dice.
Yeah.
4 on the dice.
We have the same initiative modifier.
Yeah, a whole bunch.
Hang on.
All right. Yeah.
It doesn't move the thing over sometimes, so I have to auto initiative. Why will it not add all of you guys? Hang on a second. Does it have? Why will it not start combat? Add to encounter. There we go.
Even better.
Okay. Now we're good to go. All right. So the first person who acts is Sally. 21, right?
Jacques rolled higher than me, I think.
25.
Okay. It didn't populate correctly again. 25. Sally, what was yours?
21.
21. And then Mac, yours was 14.
14.
Okay. It didn't populate Jock's right again. Okay.
Yeah,
That's weird.
I've been rolling physical dice because you said we could. So.
Oh, I didn't hear the physical dice roll. That's my bad. No, you're good. All right, perfect. That's gonna start with Jacques at the top of the round.
Sweet. Yeah, I will be going near the top of initiative most times. We Mac and I both have a +10, and I have an advantage on initiative. All right. Then it missed me, which means it's in range. I'm going to whip out Candy Pane and try and stab at it. Okay, this is just going to be here. 22 and a 16 to hit on those two.
16 to hit on those two?
16 and a 22, yeah.
That will both hit.
Sweet. So that will be... oh, wait. I forgot. I can also reroll damage dice. because I took that thing. All right. Okay, not much better. So that's 10 on the first one and 13 on the second one, plus my sneak attack. So that's 24, 34 points of damage across the 2 attacks.
The mimic that you attack directly in front of you, correct?
Yes.
He is dead, down
Yes.
for the count.
Just jab it through the eyes with the candy cane, trying to like take out all of its anti-Christmas joy or hatred.
As you stab into this Christmas present, it explodes into a pile of confetti.
Amazing. And then I'm going to run over here because I'm sure this fight will just go on for so long and I absolutely need to be hidden. That is a dirty 20 on stealth.
All right, that'll hide you. That'll go to Sally next.
She lets out another little smaller ice shard as she casts Ray of Frost at the remaining
She
creature.
casts Hold Monster again.
Again, I use another one of those. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
He takes just a light 14 points of cold damage.
He is still standing.
And I'm going to back up because I feel like Max got this.
Well, the Christmas mimic attacks again, so it's going to attack Mac before he gets a chance. It's going to try to bite him again.
16 AC, just so you're aware.
Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, it hits. All right.
You are going to take 10 points. That'll be 6 piercing and 4 acid again.
I am still absolutely fine as this thing is chomping onto my. I'm going to say I have thrown up my non-dominant arm,
Okay.
So it's biting on my non-gun hand.
Okay.
As I still have the gun drawn, and at point blank, I'm going to shoot it. The first time I'm going to shoot it, I'm going to burn. I'm going to call him burn some cheer, not grit, cheer, to make this a dazing shot. So if I hit, which I'm assuming a 23 does,
23 will hit.
it needs to make a Constitution save, DC 18.
It saves. Yeah, it saves. 21.
Son of a gun. It's going to take 13 more damage as I shoot it.
As you shoot it, it explodes into a pile of confetti. These are not very big mimics, so don't worry. But that doesn't mean there's not any more hiding around somewhere.
Good.
All right.
Since I still have more shots to take, there are other presents on the ground, right?
Yep.
I'm going to take my other 2 shots and shoot 2 more presents.
You start shooting the presents on the ground. These do not explode into confetti. These unopened, unwrapped presents were actually just toys that Krampus managed to steal with him on his way out. And you just shot some kid's Christmas toys.
Nah,
Probably
he'll get over it. He'll get over it.
Fantastic. You guys are actually out of combat this time. So you can work your way on into the cave. Is that where we want to go? Or do we just want to not save Christmas?
I want to save Christmas.
Are you guys going to save Christmas?
I'm gonna save Christmas.
We're going to save Christmas. All right.
I mean, I guess if you guys want to.
No. I think it was the mighty red one, actually.
It was red. Let's be real here. I would not have shot the blue one. Me, Matt, as a person, would have known. Just do not shoot my favorite, the Blue Ranger.
All right. I have got you guys in the entrance of the cave
It's pretty in here.
now. Pretty dangerous.
Got him.
With the corrupted guards defeated, you step inside Krampus's lair. The air grows thick. Hold on, where's my button? The air grows thick and choking. The walls are carved with claw marks and glowing, pulsing runes. Runes that whisper. You guys know this cave. It sits in the deepest, darkest parts of Christmas lore. It is the Nightmare Cave. This is where Krampus stores the fear that he harvests from all the children. Shadows dance across the walls, forming scenes of your worst holiday nightmares. Broken toys, lost loved ones, lonely Christmas Eves, children disappointed that Santa didn't come. As you guys step in here, all three of you will make a wisdom saving throw right off.
16.
19.
19 plus 0.
Mac is the only one who does not save.
Is this being charmed?
No.
Then I'm going to use Indomitable.
Okay.
I'm going to try again.
Nice.
That's a 21.
21 will pass. Mac, as you braced yourself against the cold of this cavern, you began to hear whispering, "Turn back. You cannot save him. Krampus is coming."
Bite my ass.
Ass echoes off the walls of the cave. Ass.
Oh, because we
You
are in
guys
the
have a
Krampus cave.
You are in the Krampus cave. Very much so, the Krampus cave. You guys have two choices to make. You can go left, or you can go right.
Well,
Do I
as
see any
the-
like steps?
Nope.
As the famous explorer once said, you always go left. Let's follow Indiana Jones.
All right,
You guys
Jackie
wanna go
boy, let's do this.
Left it is. And my screen's freezing up. Hold on.
I'm going to switch out my token for the one that has the image.
As you all begin to go left, I have to pan further to the left. And I'm actually going to open up a little bit more for the way that you guys. Fantastic. Go ahead and work your way into that left-hand cavern.
Sweet.
As the three of you approach into this room of the cavern, more terrifying nightmares fill the walls of Christmas. Lost puppies, broken dolls, trains that won't go around the Christmas tree, candy canes that taste sour. Everybody go ahead and make me another wisdom saving throw.
3 plus 0.
24.
I'm going to use my second Indomitable already to get another 21 because it was going to be an 8 otherwise.
All right. That is going to be affecting Jacques then.
Mhm.
So, Jacques, as you continue on, these images of a sad, lonely, lost Christmas begin to fill you with dread. You will be taking a disadvantage on your saving throws going forward. Every saving throw. You
Right.
are fully affected by Krampus's magic of fear and despair in his caves. We will continue to. Grace. There we go. You will continue to the room ahead of you. All right. You have two more paths to go. You can go north or you can go east.
And what does your person say about this?
You've never seen Indiana Jones?
How have you not
No.
seen that? It's not quite a Christmas movie or nothing, but it's pretty good.
I don't have time for that.
It's always just go left. It doesn't say anything about north or east.
Well, I mean, if we look at the two paths in between them, the technically going north is going left.
It is the most left we could go. I made the last decision. I will not. I don't know. This cave is creeping me out. You guys can choose.
Well, if it's
ahead.
good for Dr. Jones, it's going to be good for me. Let's keep going left.
All right.
He's a doctor.
All right. Northward you travel.
He's a doctor at punching Nazis.
I mean, why wouldn't you? It's almost as good as shooting terrorists.
Yeah. But each their own. I like stealing things.
I'm going to watch Die Hard this evening before I go to bed. So the
You're
fact that
goddamn-
you picked MacGruber.
No. The fact that his last name is Clane,
Clane.
or Candy Clane, I was like, how do I make John McClane more Christmassy?
I think Candy Clane did it for me. That's my favorite thing in the world.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
You continue on into this northern passage where you only have one way to go. Do you continue forward?
Yep. I figure we'll just take like a few short rests here, maybe a long rest, set up a little like B&B, start renting out this cave.
You
Christmas
could
is
totally
like
do that.
here.
Nah, no staying here for me, thanks.
All
I
right.
gotta see a guy
Everybody
about a tower.
A Nakatomi Tower. All right, everybody
well,
continue
maybe.
on into this final
Ah.
room here.
Oh, that doesn't look
That's-
ominous.
Go ahead.
That's pleasant.
It is very pleasant. As you all walk into this room here, you make your final wisdom saving.
Oh, I can't screw this one up. I don't have any way to save it. Wisdom saving throw. Son of a bitch.
23.
Oh,
was
natural 20. Nat 20 plus 0.
Ooh.
I was
All right,
so
Josh.
lucky not to do that.
Mac is going to be affected this time. Mac, you are filled with Christmas fear. This is your last day on the job. You're retiring tomorrow, and you've let the big man down. You've been here for years. These, Jock and Sally, they're new. You hired them, you trained them, and they're seeing everything that you have put together crumble in front of them. As you begin to approach the mouth of a cave, and when I do say mouth, I do mean a mouth. I will go ahead and remove the fog of war here. All right. Everybody go ahead and up into Krampus's lair.
Oh.
Just beyond the tongue here. As you begin to enter,
Anyone have a Christmas present they can open? Jason says we should do one instead of the Pokemon packs.
Ooh. Actually,
I-
give me like 5 minutes. Hold on. Give me like 2 minutes. Hold on. Legit.
No, that means, Ben, you should give me one of mine.
I'll also grab one for Alex real quick.
yes.
No, it's okay.
It's a
No,
it's a tiny
yes.
one. It's okay.
Christmas presents are the best.
I'll reappear on Alex's camera in just a second.
Okay. It's an engagement ring.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I don't have a Christmas present, but I do have my D&D Advent calendar that's full of little figurines.
Yes. Hang on. Let me pull this up here.
And I did roll a nat 20 earlier, so day number 10.
I love you.
I love you.
Alright, Ben got me a sticker. Let me get rid of this.
I'm gonna pull you up to be big real quick.
Sticker!
Oh, little owlbear.
That is!
Is adorable.
All right, and I just opened up my next the 10th day of Christmas Advent figurine, and I got a little wizard.
Nice.
Aw. I
So,
love Christmas so much.
yes. So
This
now
is my
I
favorite time of year.
I have 10 little guys here. Got my, got my just barely, not against technically it's not breaking any rules. This isn't a specific elf. All
His
right.
name is Lost
Okay.
Lego.
Yeah.
All right.
Legos Lost? What?
Duplex.
What?
Wait. Yeah.
They're owned by Lego.
Oh, no.
No. Damn.
All right.
Mega Block. Okay, sorry. Back to this.
You're good. You push through the final veil of darkness from the caves and emerge into a massive stone chamber. Columns of black ice rise like frozen teeth. Torches burn with crimson flame. The room smells of rusted chains and old fear. 2 nutcracker golems, each 10 foot tall, with jaws and wooden fists the size of barrels, stand as silent sentinels to the left and right. 5 more corrupted elves guard the steps that lead to an enormous throne carved from reindeer bones, sleigh parts, and twisted iron. And upon the throne sits Krampus himself. He slowly begins to clap. The sound echoes mockingly across the chamber. He is perched before a massive wrapped present, big enough to hide a full-grown man. His laughter rumbles through the ice. And I have another little clip that I recorded for you guys. Stop. And we'll go here.
Welcome to my humble home. Not as warm as the toy shop you are accustomed to, but for us, it is home. It is here I will build my new empire. The Empire of Krampus! And you come here hoping to stop me? Boys, let's show our guests my new Christmas song.
From behind the giant present, a swarm of pixies burst into the air, their wings tattered, their eyes glowing with malevolent cheer. They raise twisted instruments and begin to play a dark, haunting melody, the chains of Krampus. And we're going to let them play for a second. Krampus has decided that it is time for a true takeover.
For so long I have been fooled and monster, a traitor of Christmas, but that was not the truth. I am its savior. I will bring forth the true meaning of the season. Shortly after I bring an end to you. Krampus rises to his full height and snaps his fingers. Let the battle begin! And everybody's gonna need to roll me initiative.
Yay. I hope Krampus said that specifically.
Krampus did say rolling.
Dirty 20.
All right, hold on. Let me get everybody added to the tracker.
It is, I don't know, it could be the American Dad Krampus. I'm not sure.
Just
He
done a few
probably
genre
is.
switches.
He is a amalgamation of all of the Krampuses. Just enough to destroy Christmas. Now, let's see here. Everybody, wrong button, select. Hold on, let me select everybody. Add to encounter. All right, Jacques, what did you roll?
17. Under a 20 this time.
Mac, what did you roll?
Dirty 20.
And Sally.
19.
Okay, it populated correctly that time. Unfortunately for all of you, Krampus will react at the beginning of combat. We've got it up on the screen there. Close this out, select. And Krampus will begin this fight. Let me pull up his stat block here. How am I going to kill you guys tonight? Ah, there we go. Krampus lets loose a demonic roar that fills the room. I'm going to need all of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, why wisdom? Why my dump stat? How dare you?
17.
24.
19?
Ooh, you guys passed.
Ooh.
All right.
Horrid.
As that roar fills the room and echoes, the terror that you felt in the caves has melted away. Jacques and Mac, both of you are still affected by disadvantage for right now. If you want to try to shake it off, you can on your turn as a bonus action. That will be Krampus. And then we go to Mac.
All right, bonus action. I'm going to try and shake it off. I'm assuming another wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 16, so probably not.
16 will shake it off.
All right, cool. So no disadvantage. And then I am going to, right off the rip, how far away is... Do I have clear line of sight of Krampus, or is this rock formation kind of in the way?
It is kind of in the way. You guys can see over it, but that rock formation, look at it a little bit closer. You guys begin to see a pile of presents and a giant sack upon that pile. This sack is twisted and demented. It is not Santa's magical toy sack. It is Krampus's bag of evil tricks.
Okay, so I can move 30 feet, which I'm going to do, to go right near this present, which gives me clear line of sight of Krampus.
Okay.
And then I'm going to burn a cheer. And I'm going to make it, you know what? Just for, yeah, I'm going to make it a violent shot because, you know, it's worked so far. That's only a 17 to hit.
17 does not hit Krampus.
Damn. Okay, second shot. That is a 32 to hit.
Yeah, 32 will hit.
Third shot's a 21.
That'll hit.
Okay, first attack, 9 damage. Second attack, 13. So a total of 22 damage as just first one fires wide, and then I just kind of like, I think the first one's more like he jumps around the corner and just fires from the hip and then goes, shakes it off, and then like does that whole, like in the second one where he has the revolver and John McClane has the revolver and he just like cranks his neck a little bit and just bam, bam, 2 measured shots.
Nice.
Bam, you shoot into Krampus. He holds a wounded shoulder and looks up at you and laughs.
Not so fast, my elfish little friend. You forgot to open your presents.
And behind you, it's not letting me select. Hold on a second. From behind you, a mimic will appear, another Christmas present mimic, and it will attack you with a surprise attack
Son of a bitch.
as it joins the initiative for another bite. 30-20.
That hits.
You're going to take 6 piercing and 4 acid, so 10 altogether.
Okay, I am still in good shape.
Okay.
Well, relatively.
That's going to go to Sally Snowball. Sally?
I think you muted.
Sorry. My cat is attacking the box. Sally is thinking of her spells. And still has 40 feet of movement, which is nice. So she's gonna run this way. Okay. Click. Near this bag that's totally not gonna pop up and kill her. And she has a little ball of ice this time in her hand that she's going to chuck. Make sure this won't hit me either. Sorry. The more higher phrase, like higher spell slots, have so much more words in them. Except I'm an evocation wizard, so I don't care about anything about that. She's going to chuck this ball of ice right in front of Krampus, so it'll land right here.
Okay.
And then in a 60-foot radius, which should get everybody, but my co-elves, they're protected from this, needs to make a Constitution saving throw as that ball explodes.
Nice.
As it explodes. We're going to start with Krampus real quick. Is this, hold on a second. Advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
It is a spell.
Okay. And what saving throw was that?
Constitution.
Advantage. 22.
That will save.
Krampus will save. All of the fairies will have the same one. On roll 17 for the fairies.
They will fail.
They will fail. Okay. And then the Nutcracker.
The mimic is also in range.
The mimic is also in range.
God, I love evocation specialists.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about y'all.
Nope, you could just. I would say fireball, but that seems anti-you.
The golems will fail. And then the Christmas tree presents will also fail.
Nice.
Great. I'm going to overchannel the spell, so I deal maximum damage on doing this. So anyone who failed is taking 60 cold damage, and Krampus will take 30.
You said 60 cold damage to anybody who failed.
Yes.
Okay.
And we get a little
okay.
frostbite on our face.
Why the hell are my cheeks rosy?
Because you're filled with
All-
Christmas cheer.
All of the corrupted Kringle elves are dead immediately. They were just meant to be fodder anyway. Shit, you landed it right there. As the ice expands outward, it hits the rest of these present boxes, where more Christmas tree mimics pop up. They will all die.
freeze them out.
Hold on. We ain't done yet. This is just beginning.
Let us enjoy the good things that we do before we get a TPK.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Starting strong
All right.
here.
And you said 60 damage.
60, yes.
Okay. I gotta move him down here real quick so I can. There we go. Okay. That's them. Sally, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Sally, with the magical ice blast, clearing the minions of Krampus throughout the room. He looks at all of you and smiles once again.
Oh, my dear elfish friends, don't get too cocky now. This is just the beginning.
That's going to go to Jacques.
All right. Jacques is going to cast Zephyr Strike on himself. And he is going to get next to this present. Because 85 feet of movement. And that's 85 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So he moves like the wind through this little cave. And then I'm going to go out on a hunch here. And I'm actually going to cast Unseen Servant. And Joy appears, or like a spectral image of Joy.
Okay.
Open the present and free Santa! And that'll be my turn.
Joy salutes you and begins attempting to open the present. That will go to our first Christmas Nutcracker. Is this one? Doesn't matter. This guy is gonna move. Dum 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 dum. He is going to move out to flank and protect Krampus, as will the other one. And that will... Actually, no, it won't. They will prepare to take on any incoming damage sent at Krampus from the front end. They are acting as fodder for him. That'll go to our Christmas Nutcrackers and back up to Krampus. Krampus is going to... Here we go. Krampus is going to leap over to his magical bag of tricks. He will open up the magical bag of tricks. And how many are going to come out?
0.
2d4. 2. 5 ice kobolds will emerge from this sack.
Interesting.
Put them on here now. Oh, I don't have it. Where are they at? Apparently they... Oh, that's why. Because they're meant to be... 1, 2, 3. They are essentially ice methods, but they are flavors. They will fly out across the room from this magical sack into all areas of the room. And that will be Krampus's turn. We will then go to Matt. That's going to be on you.
Okay, bonus action. I'm gonna drink some more syrup.
Okay.
I still have 3 rounds in my magazine, but I also now have a whole extra action and a whole crap load of movement.
Okay.
And Krampus, I'm going to have to climb or acrobatics to get to Krampus, correct?
You're going to have to run towards him. You're going to have to get through those ice golems or those Nutcracker golems. On top of that,
he's at the sack. He's not near the golems.
Oh, that's right. I apologize. Yeah, he moved past them. I was
right, but the thing is, this is like a thing I have to climb up on, right? Like
not really. It's not a very high hill. It's just like a small slope.
Okay. Well, next question, because I'm a gunslinger, do I still have clear line of sight, or will I have to climb up there to get clear line of sight?
He is 10 foot tall. You can see him from down below.
Perfect. I'm going to use my last godforsaken grip point to give myself a Deadeye shot, which means I gain advantage on the attack roll.
Also, just a heads up, movement speed for creatures not immune or resistant to frost damage. Are any of you immune or resistant to frost damage as you made your character?
Nope.
No.
Negative.
Anybody within 30 feet of Krampus is your movement speed is halved.
Okay, but I'm high on maple syrup, so that negates that.
You are good.
And my AC is an 18 now because I do have haste affected on me with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my first shot advantage is a 29 to hit.
29 will hit.
My second shot's a 21.
That'll hit.
My third shot's at 30.
That'll hit.
1, 2, 3. All right. That is 28 total damage on my 3 shots. Bam, bam, bam. At Krampus, as I put 3 Nerf darts into him.
Boom, boom, boom. They just kind of bounce off of him, but you can see they're doing some damage.
There's little puffs of magic as they hit. It's like, it's not the bullets themselves, it's the intent.
It is the intent that matters for Christmas, because it's not giving the gift. It's not receiving a gift. It's about the thought. And that'll go to Sally Snowball.
Hey, Sally looks over Krampus and stares really, really hard at him, and he needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence. Is this a spell?
He will have advantage, yes. Everything I do is spells.
It's just a disappointment.
And you said intelligence?
Yes.
22.
He did pass, and that's okay. He takes half as much damage, and I'm also okay with that because it's 10d12.
While she's rolling that, I also forgot, because I'm hasted, can I use my extra action to reload my Nerf blaster because I fired my last 3?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool. So fresh 6 in the mag.
Okay, so this was befuddled.
Yes. So he doesn't get any of the extra effects. I am a little sad that he failed on this, or saved on this, because that's the most damage I've ever rolled in my life on a character. It was 80 on his failed save, 40 points of psychic damage on a success. So he takes 40 points of psychic damage.
He will take 40 points of psychic damage.
Again, I'm going to try to scramble back a little bit with my slightly reduced movement speed.
Okay. Is that all you want?
Yep. Just
That
40
will
points
go-
damage.
That will go to Jacques.
All right. Okay, cool. I am. No, Joy should still be working on the present. I'm going to go ahead and take my bonus action to like hide out by these presents here.
Okay.
34 on stealth.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take my shots at Krampus. These are hidden, hopefully, so those should be at advantage. A 19 on the first one. Somehow
that'll
did.
hit.
Jesus Christ. And then a 23 on the second.
Both of those will hit.
I am also going to make the first one my Zephyr Strike attack. So that's an extra 1d8. So it's a d10 plus 3d6 plus a d8 plus my modifier. Let's Google for this part. Um, 34 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
And then the second one doesn't get the Zephyr Strike or the Sneak Attack. So that'll be 27 points of damage.
Dang.
I rolled significantly better on the damage. Oh, wait, no. I'm going to do my... I have Savage Attacker, so I can reroll one of my damage dice on the first one. So instead of 34... Okay, that'll be 37 instead of 34 on the first one. A whole 3 points more.
All right. Perfect.
And he shouts, Krampus, how do you like them cookies? Because I did cast magic, so he can smell cookies right now.
The smell of freshly baked chocolate chip cookies wafts into the air. Switch.
When I'm in charge of Krampus, there will be no cookies, only liverwurst.
Mon Dieu, he is truly a villain.
That is going to go.
Who hurt you?
He has a whole story.
Yeah.
Krampus sits down in a therapy chair and he just starts talking. Well, it all started when I was 500 years old.
Oh, you got a late start. You got a late start to your trauma, huh? All right, let's go.
All right. These ice methods will now go next. Again, flavored as kobolds. That I don't like how that worked out for me. I've got to change it, but that's okay. The first one here is going to push Matt. The second one here is going to push. Well, Rose, hold on. This ice method is going to. He's going to push his full speed out. These two ice methods are going to surround Sally.
Oh, no.
And we'll start with Matt.
My armor class is now 18, thanks to haste.
I want you to give me 2 Constitution saving throws as both of these methods blow their icy wind breath onto you, trying to freeze you solid.
All right, 2 con saves. First one, son of a bitch. Second one, much better. Okay, that is a 9 and a 25.
All right, the first one is going to fail, so you're going to take 3d4. You're going to take 7 cold damage. And then you're going to take half of that on the successful one, so you're going to take 10 altogether.
Okay. Whoo boy, starting to feel it. I am starting to look like John McClane at the end of Die Hard.
These 2 ice methods are going to try to swipe at Sally. The First one is a 16 to hit.
That does not
Go back.
hit.
All right, first one misses. $17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Both of those ice methods miss. And then we're going to go to the Christmas Nutcrackers, who will take another set of movement to push forward. W2 in. The first one is going to swing down on top of Matt. And it is going to... It's going to do a slam attack. No, it's going to hit you with a striped sword. Oh, wow. Plus 9. 14 to hit. That'll miss.
Nope. Still, I am sugared up.
It's going to make his second attack. That's also going to miss. The golem is going to try to slam 2 times on Sally.
Oh, no.
The first one of those is going to miss. I know that's going to miss. The second one of those... Oh, shit. That one's going to hit. That's like 27.
Yeah.
Or no, 25. I'm sorry. Yeah, 25 to hit.
Still.
Yep.
Yeah.
That slam is going to do 11 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. That's the Nutcrackers, and it's going to go back up to Krampus. He has another legendary action back. Okay. Krampus is going to rush down from his sack of tricks to corner Sally. He is going to reach out to stash you in his bag of evil, where he takes all of the kidnapped children for the holidays. I need you to make a dexterity saving.
Okay. I have a little bit of a bonus to this.
Please?
It was almost a 1. That's a 12, though.
That is a 12. You fail.
Yeah.
Krampus snatches you up.
Oh, little elf, let's see how you like the inside of my bag of tricks.
He snatches you up, stuffs you into the sack. You are now blinded and deafened. At the end of your turn, you can make a strength saving throw to pull yourself out. Okay. That'll be Krampus's turn. It'll go back to Mac.
All right. So Mac is going to... All right. I got to figure out how many things I can actually do. Because haste, it gives me a whole nother... It gives me 1 extra action. So if I shoot, that's going to be 4 times. Plus I get my actual, if I wanted to... Yeah, here's what we're going to do. Okay. I'm going to take my 3 shots at... You know what? I'm going to gank these ice methods first. First shot on an ice method. That's a 26 to hit. I'm assuming that hits.
26 will hit.
13 damage to that guy.
13 damage to the ice method.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He's still kicking.
Still kicking.
Gonna shoot him again.
Shoot him again.
That's another 12 damage.
12 damage will do it. You kill that ice meth.
Cool. I get a grit point back.
He also explodes in front of you. Need you to make me a Constitution saving.
Well, I mean, I'm real hit or miss with this, so let's see what happens. That is a 26.
Oh, you'll save. You will take 3 damage.
Okay, so that was 2 shots. My third shot, I'm going to aim at Krampus with my newly gained cheer point, and I'm going to make a disarming shot where he's going to drop that bag if I hit.
Okay.
Well, versus a strength save. But I'm going to say a 31 is going to hit.
31 will hit.
He's going to take 13 damage, and he needs to make a DC 18 strength saving throw, or that bag lands on the ground and flies 15 feet away from him.
Right, he's going to take 13 damage. He is going to make a strength saving throw.
DC 18.
He got a 20. He holds the bag.
Damn. Okay. So that was my attack, but wait, there's more.
There's more.
I'm going to take my 4th shot with haste at Krampus just to hit him. 31 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that's another 11 damage.
Okay.
And then, and only then, action surge. Bonus action, and since I fired 4 rounds, I'm going to action surge, which means I can shoot 3 more times, and I have my bonus action left, because action surge doesn't say it's a bonus action. So, it's going to be bam, bam, bonus action reload, fire a 3rd time. So there's going to be 3 more shots at him, as I am literally fanning the hammer.
At Krampus?
That is a yes.
All right.
So there's going to be 3 more in Krampus. That's a 33 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's a dirty 20 to
That'll
hit.
hit.
And that's a crit. So
Nice.
I get my grip point back.
Nice.
Okay, so first the crit. Crit 19. No, why is that 2? Sorry, fixing that. Roll. So 19, 8, and okay, so 19, 17, and 8. So 36. 44 total damage on those 3 shots.
44. I got 43, so you were right.
43. That's what I said. 43.
43.
So that's bam, 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 reload, bam. Okay, that was 6 shots plus a reload with my bonus action, plus the action surge, and my haste. So yes, I currently have 5 left in my magazine, and I have shot that man 6 times in 6 seconds.
Yay!
Or sorry, 7 times in 6 seconds.
Nice. All right. Mac unloads every Nerf dart that he possibly has directed at Krampus. Pop, 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 pop. He goes to drop the bag, but snatches it back up. He looks at you and says, "It'll switch."
And for my crit, I opened day 11.
Nice.
I got myself a little Strahd.
Adorable.
For my nat 20, I opened more of my Advent.
Your Nerf gun won't save you, little elf. Once I'm done with this one in my sack, I'll put you in it next.
Oh, dude, really? Come on, it's the holidays. Let's not be gross.
Mac, that'll be your turn. Sally, you may make a strength saving throw. What was it? Strength?
So I can do that at the end of my turn, right?
Yes, you were considered blinded and deafened while you were in the sack, and you may make a strength saving throw to pull yourself out at the end of your turn.
Okay. Before I do that, I'm an evocation wizard, and I don't really care about the possibility of hurting myself. And despite being icy, I do have the spell that every wizard does always have.
Blow
So I would
it
like to
up.
cast
Blow
Fireball
it
centered
up.
on myself.
And it'll sculpt spell, so you'll take no damage.
Exactly. And I'm going to take 2d12 necrotic damage to overcast it, and it'll automatically do full damage. So it'll do 54 on a fail, whatever half that is on a save.
27
Okay.
on a save.
Thank you.
So Krampus is going to need to make that. And what save is he making, Con?
That is a dex save.
Dex. Oh, wow.
And the
And
ice
it'll
methods
be-
and the golem.
Anyone within 20 feet of me.
Cool.
This is magic. He has advantage.
I heard what he said, and she got salty.
That'll be a 15 to save.
That fails?
Okay. I got to do the methods here real quick. Come on, pull the stat block. The ice method fails. I just have to check the golem. And the golem fails. So, all of them, except for Krampus. Moment. Oh, come on, screen, work with me. There we go. Ice method. All right, now how much damage is Krampus taking, you said, on the full?
54. Fair.
What resistance? Oh, he doesn't. So 54?
Yep.
All right. As you cast Fireball inside of this magical sack, it actively works like a bag of holding to something. As you detonate this Fireball inside of this bag of holding, there is a massive explosion. The golem and both methods around you are immediately incinerated. You are thrown out of the bag all the way up against the wall. There it goes. Krampus is thrown back all the way back here. And that will go to Jacques.
All right. How is Krampus looking?
Krampus is not looking good. After that massive explosion from the bag of holding, he's beginning to bleed. He cannot stand up straight. His tail droops to the ground.
Since he got flung back, is he like, even if he's not mechanically prone, could he be laying on the ground?
Yeah, totally.
Cool. Jacques walks up, and I'm going to use the. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, I'm not sure I can do it. Where is this? Okay. Then I'm not going to walk up. I'm I'm just going to be where I am, take my quick stealth, make sure I maintain advantage, 23. And then I'm going to fire at Krampus. And as I'm firing, I'm going to say, neither, neither, neither. I've heard Krampus has no wiener. You can't put anyone in a sack. 31 on the first attack.
Okay.
And then 27 on the second attack.
Okay. Both of those will hit.
I'm going to also use my Dread Ambusher this time to deal an extra 2d6 psychic damage on top of everything else. So first attack will be... Sorry, doing math. 36 points of damage. And then the second attack is 27 points of damage.
Okay. Tell me how you kill Krampus.
Yeah.
I do my neener, neener, neener. I heard Krampus has no wiener. And I shoot him once in the eye and then once where his dick would be.
Krampus throws a hand up to his eye and says, "Ow, my eye." And then he throws another hand to his junk. He says, "Ow, my junk." Krampus explodes.
Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Krampus.
Hold on. Hang on. We're not done. We're not done just yet.
Oh, I'll say it anyway.
Krampus explodes into bright lights, shadowed with Christmas fear instead of the bright love that Santa brings of Christmas joy. These dark lights seem to expand across the entirety of the room before you begin to hear laughter.
You think you stopped me? You think for 1 minute that 3 lowly elves have the power to defeat the greatest evil that there has ever been?
Krampus begins to reform. These lights swirl around his body as an ethereal form of Krampus seems to take place. He has grown an extra set of arms out from underneath his. Wings jut out of his back like demon wings as this ethereal spirit rises into the air. He is going to point at each of you in turn, and each of you is going to roll me a flat d20.
Why do I hear Latin right now?
I get a nat 20.
16.
14.
Jacques and Mac, both of you are under 100 hit points. Jacques is right at it. Both of you are affected by power word kill. As both of you are on the ground.
All right.
I run this a little differently. You're both going to be making death saving throws effectively. Sally, on your nat 20, you have avoided power word kill. However, this ethereal form of Krampus still seems to be floating in front of you. While your friends lie on the ground, Krampus' ethereal form floating, the methods and everything will fly. The Nutcracker will fly behind Krampus as they form up at his feet. He looks at you, and in one hand, a large ethereal wooden broom appears. And he says,
It's time to sweep up this mess.
As he begins to approach you, Krampus is going to... This is one of the fun little things I gave him. Hang on a second. He's got to move in.
Quick point of order.
I think I know what's called.
Did the unseen servant ever get around to actually unwrapping that present? It had a couple rounds to do it.
It had 2 rounds, correct?
I think so.
Okay. Does Unseen Servant require concentration?
Ben, you're muted.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Ben.
It does not. I made sure because I was also using other concentration spells at the same time.
Got it. Sally, you can hear the sound of Christmas wrapping being torn from the box as the spectral servant of joy begins to tear it apart. Krampus approaches you. And he takes his first swing at you. +8. That's gonna miss. The second one is a dirty 20. Will that hit?
Yeah.
All right. You are going to take 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And Krampus has you boxed in. On this next turn, since Mac, go ahead and make me a death saving throw.
That is an 11. That is 1 success.
1 success. Sally, it comes back to you. Krampus is directly in front of you. What are you doing?
I am going to very desperately again cast Fireball centered on myself at 7th level. Make a dex save.
Make a dex save. Advantage. That's going to be a 16.
That will fail. He'll take full damage, and I might kill myself doing this, but I'm going to overcharge it again. So I'm going to take necrotic damage, and he's going to take maximum damage from this. It's 12d6. Because I'm not the person you want left up. He takes 72 points of fire damage. I'm sorry, guys.
How much damage does Sally take?
I take 25 points of necrotic damage with that. I'm still up. It's just not good.
Krampus goes down.
Oh, thank
The
God.
fireball, in your last ditch effort to save Christmas, you gather a fireball in front of you. It begins to take shape, and it looks like a giant glowing Christmas ornament. You raise it deftly above your head and throw it at the spectral form of Krampus. It explodes in a blaze of necrotic and fire energy. You are whipped with the necrotic as it slashes you back up against the wall again. Krampus lets out another scream.
No, no, Christmas was mine.
As he dissipates into the air with the necrotic and fire smoke. The room becomes quiet. The ice methods melt into the ground. The once lively golem nutcracker falls apart as if everything has been taken away from them, with Krampus no longer here. The tearing of paper comes from the box as you approach. Joy has ripped open a hole in the side, and inside of the box, you see Santa Claus, dazed, beaten, barely alive. What do you do?
I run to Santa Claus. He can help get them up.
You run into Santa Claus's arms. Even laying on the ground, he wraps you in a big magical. He wraps you in a big magical Christmas hug. As he does, all of your health is regenerated. You go back up to full health, and he says, "Oh, Sally, what happened here? I remember getting my hot cocoa and then Krampus and now I'm here." And he begins to look around. He sees Jacques and Mac laying on the ground. He says, "Oh no, this will never do for Christmas." and he touches his finger to the side of his nose, and Christmas magic begins to fill the room. It wraps and works its way around Jacques and Matt, picking them back up, placing them on their feet, filling them again with the livelihood of holiday joy. You all saved Santa!
Guys, I was on 12 hit points.
Power word kill was the fine, like, so he had the spectral form. Power word kill was meant to get rid of all of you. I didn't expect you to roll an at 20. The cutoff. So, congratulations. All three of you begin to stand to your feet. You help Santa up as you work your way out to the backup sleigh.
I think at that point, like I just put a candy cane in my mouth, even in front of Santa, which is like kind of like, oh no. I just go, I get to see retirement tomorrow, Mr. Claus.
Well, you sure do, Matt. Don't tell Mrs. Claus, but let me have one of those.
Absolutely. And I pass one to Jock just on reflex, and I look at Sally and go, I got one left, Sal.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You all smoke your candy canes as you exit the fortress. You work your way to the backup sleigh. You all climb in. Santa gets in the seat and goes, on Jonathan and Jordan and Jimmy and James and Matt and I forget your other name. And
That
they
one's
all,
Mike, sir.
oh, thank you, Matt. He pats you on the back, and you all take off into the air. You work your way back to the North Pole. Mrs. Claus meets all of you to wrap your wounds, to bandage you, to give you hot cocoa. Santa quickly dons a new suit. He climbs into his sleigh, and he flies off into the night.
Hooray! Jacques
Oh.
sneaks into the sack of toys to find little Timmy just to make sure he is appreciative, as Jason pointed out.
And I think the Nerf gun as my last thing as Santa's leaving, I hastily wrapped gift, and now a kid has a magical Nerf gun. And I'm assuming Timmy gets that. Little Timmy is going to get the magically enchanted, legit deadly Nerf gun. I don't need it anymore. I'm going to Florida. I'm retiring. The hell with this.
Mac makes his way to Florida, where he retires to the beach. Sally and Jock have now taken over, looking to hire a third elf for Santa's Elite 3. Christmas moves on into the night, and as Santa flies off into the sky, he says, to all a Merry Christmas, and to all a good night, as he waves to you, and he fades off into the black inky night.
Yay!
Yay! You all saved Christmas.
By the way, I didn't do this for Sally's Nat 20, so we got to open one more.
One more. Let's get one more open.
Well, I'll be ahead. I won't have to do tomorrow's then because I'm doing it now. It's close enough. It's 2 hours. All right, and now we have a male old gray wizard.
Yeah.
That we, for licensing purposes, we can't say the name we're all thinking.
Fantastic, guys. This has been a blast. I'm so glad we got to spend a little bit of Christmas time together. I hope that everybody who's joined and gotten to be here today does remember that the real reason for the season isn't about getting gifts or giving gifts or as much money as you can spend. At the end of the day, it's always about the friends that you have along the way. I wish all of you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Kwanzaa, a Happy Hanukkah, whatever you choose to celebrate in whatever way you celebrate it. We hope that you have the best holiday that you possibly could. And from all of us here at the Dragon's Rest Tavern, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
And yippee-ki-yay.
And a yippee-ki-yay motherfucker.
Happy candle nights, everyone.
Happy candle nights.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I hope you've all had a wonderful time and that you enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you all for joining us, and everyone have a safe, happy holiday. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.